Okay, let's start with spelling unit for 15 class. Today we start a new unit and its title it's the new puppy. What do you think is gonna be this unit about? Just by reading the title, the new puppy.
So now what is know the names of the puppies?
Names of puppies, maybe. Now, I have one picture here, class, for you. Can you tell me what do you see in this picture?
Pets,
Dogs and cats and want
Yes, pets.
to people
I
adopt.
want to adopt animals
Excellent.
here.
Thank you, Camila. Thank you, Rosa. Pets that they want to be adopted.
Animals, pets.
You see here, some dogs, cats, they want to be adopted. Have you adopted one pet, one dog or cat or any animal before? Or not?
No, I don't have.
You don't have? Okay,
I
remember,
have 2 dogs.
you have one. There are some
Yes.
shelters. Yeah, there are some shelters where you can go and get one of these animals that they want to be loved and they want yes, they want to be adopted. So they need a place to live. So here we see, yes, it says best friends forever, adopt me. So they are waiting to be adopted, some animals. You see on the street, some dogs, they want to be adopted maybe. Yes. Now, that story might be about adopting some a dog or any other puppy, right? He might be a dog. So let's read this story, class. Look at the book on page 152. Yes, 152 is the page. 152, 153.
No, miss. The 150 and 151.
150 and 51. Oh, yes, 150 it says here. 50 and 51. Okay, Daniel Papi, who is in that page, class?
Me.
Yes, Lucia, Khaled,
Me.
Rebecca, yes, Joshua. Who else in that page? Kiara, are you in that page? Alberto, are you in that page? Yes, you're ready? Okay, let's listen. Let's listen the story, class. Let's listen the story. So follow the reading of that story and pay attention what it's saying about.
The New Puppy, realistic fiction. Today was a special day at the park. A local animal shelter had a booth and lots of puppies that people could adopt. Our parents agreed we could take one home. She's so cute, my sister Alicia cooed as she petted the puppy we had chosen. The puppy was gold and fuzzy and had a button nose. We named her Ginger, since she was the color of the spice. Mom and Dad filled out the paperwork so that we could take Ginger home that very day. While Alicia was babbling on and on about how cute our puppy was, I had a chilling thought. We had adopted one dog, but about 25 others were still left in captivity. Some pawed at their cage doors and others whimpered. That's when a plan occurred to me. The problem was that I would need Alicia to assist me, and assist me quickly before anyone would catch on. Psst, psst. Alicia looked over at me and mouthed irritably. What? I whispered my plan to her. She replied, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But what about all these dogs? Don't you want them to have homes too? Alicia quickly agreed, without taking time to analyze my plan. Okay, she said. I'll keep the adults occupied while you open the cages. Your fingers are more agile than mine, so you can move much more quickly. Thank you so much for your generosity, a worker was saying loudly to my father. The extra money you donated will greatly benefit the animal shelter. I motioned to my sister. Go! She stood Ginger next to a cage. Mom, this is a genuine poodle. Can't we have 2 dogs? Alicia opened the cage and the poodle jumped out. Ginger and the poodle ran and jumped around, knocking over a table and creating a scene. Meanwhile, I reached to unlatch another cage, but a hand stopped me. What are you doing? I groaned. I had been caught, so I tried to explain. I don't want these puppies to have drab lives living inside cages. If I let the puppies out and they run all over the park, everyone will see how cute they are. Then they'll want to take them home. The woman from the animal shelter said, "Your plan does have merit, at least the part about getting homes for all the dogs. But what if one of the dogs ran across the street? There might have been a fatal accident." Suddenly, I felt ashamed. I hadn't thought about dogs and cars. The woman quickly added, "There is a better way." She showed me 2 large boards and some paints. We painted pictures of puppies. I wrote these words in capital letters, "Adopt us today." The woman made a sandwich board out of the posters. I walked through the park and told everyone about the dogs that needed homes. Alicia and Ginger walked beside me, and we answered questions. By the end of the day, every dog was adopted. All in all, I'd say that's not a bad day at the park.
Finish with the reading class? Finish reading? Yes. What's this story about, class? This realistic fiction?
Adopting
a
dogs.
new puppy. Okay, adopt a puppy.
Yes, they were adopting puppies, they were adopting dogs, but I have one question. On that story, it mentioned one girl. Did the girl have a good idea to help the dogs to be adopted, class?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes or not?
Yes.
Yes. What was the idea?
More or less.
How can I say sacar a todos los perritos?
Okay, she wants to put a level these dogs out of the cages so they can be
Yes.
adopted, right? Yes, so
Yes.
as you say, it can be kind of good idea. But what happened? What it says one person, it says, if you let the puppies out, they will run all over the park. But some of them can be, it can be dangerous, it says. Here in some part, it says that they want to be, they need a, okay, it's here. If one of these dogs run across the street, there might have been a fatal accident. So it's a good idea what is the girl saying, but it's so dangerous because they can run. If they are out of the cage, they can run. It's better for them to stay on the cage while they are being adopted, right, on the park. So the people on the park can go and look the dog that they like the most to adopt. And then they can take it home. Okay, now you see there we have some words on blue like adopt, babbling, captivity, assessed, illegal, agile, generosity, genuine, drop, marry.
I know a couple of these words.
You know the meaning of these words?
A couple of it.
Couple of it. Okay, let's discuss.
Like
Number
adopt,
1.
assist, illegal, generosity, fatal, analyze, and agile.
Okay, great. What is to adopt? Who can give me a definition? What is to adopt?
We adopt a
To
to take another person.
take a person who is in, who has no parents or no family, adopt him or her.
Okay, excellent. To adopt, it's to like adopting people. You can adopt animals also that they don't have some relatives or people that they can take for them, and they're gonna be part of their families to adopt. It can be people or it can be also animals. When you adopt a puppy, it's gonna be part of your family, the puppy. Now let's see the next one. We have assist. What is to assist?
It's like
Give
to watch quickly. Something like that.
or support.
To giving support, to giving help. That's right. Look at the picture.
Support means
Support by helping the other. Look at the picture. There is a doctor and there is might be another doctor or a nurse. One of them it might be assisting, is helping the other to take care of the patient. That is this person, it might be a dentist or it might be a doctor that they are looking for. Any part of the body checking, so the assist. They need someone's help. Let's see the next one. We have the word drop. What is drop? Or you don't know the meaning of this word?
no, I don't know.
No? Okay, today we're going to learn a word.
And call, something like that.
Look at the color of this tense. Drop, it might be the color.
Green.
It's like green, like gray, like brown. Drab.
An olive brown or brownish gray color.
That's right. It's the olive brown color. It's the color of this tent that you see here that is drab. What is genuine, class? What is this? Genuine. No, you don't know. What is this word?
It's like
Agile.
original.
Original, yes, original.
Something apart to be true.
Agile. Agile is something like be good for things.
To be agile is to be
like
good, to
rápido.
perform something, to be fast.
To be fast.
You have the ability to do something like this boy. Look at this boy, he's agile.
Something like
Yes. Now, right now, just give me like a general overview that you have. What is bubble? What do you think is gonna be bubble by seeing this picture?
Blah 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 blah. I think.
Okay, yes.
jabber. I think
Number
to jabber,
5,
something like that.
I see a person cooking.
Okay, a person, yes, like you say, like Fernando said also, bubble, look at the girl. She is talking on the phone and she might be like talking silly
Like
things.
a jagger. No, I don't.
Yes. Now let's see the next one. We have puddle. What is this? Not in Spanish, that's fatal.
Fatal is like dangerous. Like too much.
It's dangerous.
Dangerous, it might be dangerous. Yeah. Next one, illegal.
To
It's
do something bad. To do
bad.
something that the law don't permit it.
Yes, the law doesn't permit it. It's something not legal like this. What is
Illegal.
happening in this picture, class? What is happening here?
A person taking
Handle.
Taking the money.
Stealing the money, taking the money of other person, of the pocket of the other person, and it's incorrect. It's illegal, right? Camila, tell me, Camila.
I don't see the presentation.
You don't see the presentation?
No,
Oh.
I see all black.
Black, it might be connection problems, but I'm going to stop sharing one more time, maybe that it can help you. Now you see the presentation?
Yes, Miss, thank
Yes, okay, better. Now let's see the next word. What is gonna be the next word, class? We have the word analyze. What is analyze?
Analizar.
Think about something. Analizar in Spanish, okay. Captivity, what is captivity?
Capturar. A person.
To be in jail? Okay. Generosity, what is generosity, class?
To donate.
Help the person.
Help the others.
Money.
To be good with other
Help the
person.
person with money or other things.
That's right, like donating. Thank you. Thank you. To be good with other people. Merit, what is merit, class?
Dice position.
Look at the picture. It's a science
Like
fair.
excellent.
Excellent.
I think excellent.
Intelligent.
The girl having.
Mérito.
Mérito en español. Okay, that's right. Merit. We're going to see the meaning of all this word in page 152, 153. You're going to complete it. Remember, you write the word that is here, number 1, adopt on the space. So adopt, remember, as you mentioned, you know the meaning of most of this word. It's to adopt, it's to take another person's child into one's family, to use as one arm, to accept, to approve. So we have some synonyms and antonyms: to choose, to select, to endorse, and assume. A family may adopt an orphan from a war-torn country. Agile, number 2, capable of moving easily. When it's agile, someone can be moving, as you say, fast, quickly, and gracefully. So to be a successful rock climber, it helps to be strong and agile. It's not going to stay like lazy. No, it's going to be agile.
I finished that
Finish.
page.
Okay, perfect. Number 3, Thank you, Camila. Analyze. Analyze, remember, it's to study the parts of something. You are analyzing, so you can break something into parts to analyze in order to understand what it is. For example, in math, you can analyze the problems, the divisions, to understand how can you solve that division? How can you solve and check the answer of that division? So you analyze, and then you put all the information together to know it or know how it works. Scientists analyze the moon rocks to learn more about what the moon is made of. The moon is made of. So they are analyzing that topic, analyzing about the moon rocks. Assist. It's to give help or support, to assist. Some doctors may assist a surgeon during an operation. And also we have another definitions for assist. The act or helping in sports, an action that helps a teammate score or get a player out. For example, when you're playing soccer, you can assist, you can help somebody else to get the goal. So a hockey player might receive credit for an assist. And they say, you see, when you see the soccer, you see that they say Cristiano Ronaldo make the goal, but before Cristiano Ronaldo has the ball, someone else give the ball. I don't know the name of other player, but imagine that it was, let's see, Marcelo. Marcelo gives the ball to Cristiano Ronaldo, and then Cristiano Ronaldo put the goal, and everybody's like, goal, yes. So they might be credit for the person that has before the ball. So it's like an assistant because it assists in this case. Babble, what is to babble, class? It's to talk foolishly. Remember, in the picture, it was one girl talking on the phone. Sometimes you can be talking with your friends on the cell phone and be talking about anything that it may not have sense, or just making some sounds that they don't make sense. Imagine that you are right now talking on the phone and you start making a sound and noise. It doesn't have sense. Blah, 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 that's right. Or any other sign, it doesn't make sense. So that's why it says here. Some people can babble on the telephone for hours. The soft babble of a creek can be very relaxing. Some synonyms we have to shatter, to jabber, prattle, gaff, and so on. Next word, we have captivity. What is captivity, class?
Today is Alberto's birthday.
Yes, today is Alberto's birthday. We've seen in the first class of math. Today is a party in Alberto's birthday. You were late. You didn't connect it before. Yeah, you were in math. Maybe you were late in math, so you didn't see the presentation that we have for Alberto today and the sun that I displayed for Alberto. Now, captivity, class. Captivity is the state of being confined or held against one's will. Some prisoners of war have been held in captivity for years, so they are going to stay in prison. In captivity, they are not going to be able to walk on the street like you can do it. No, they are going to be in captivity. They are going to be confined even against of this will sometimes. Drab. What is drab? Drab is an olive brown or brownish gray color. Remember, that was the picture of the tents. They were in that color, like color brown. The old canvas tents were a faded drab. And also we have another example. It says, this drab in rainy afternoon seems endless. Next word, we have the word fatal. Fatal is causing death, destruction, or ruin. As you say, it's something that it might be deadly, disastrous. One passenger suffered a fatal injury. That person might die, or it can have any other problem later. Generosity. Generosity is the quality of being charitable to others in thought or action. Rebecca?
Generosity is a person that others generosity.
Generosity?
Yes.
Which? A person that is generosity?
Yes.
Okay. Generosity can be everybody, class. You can be generosity. How can you be generous with other people?
Give a thing.
To giving things, that's right.
I think that necessity no, que necesita mucho. Hay good words to the other
Yes,
person.
generosity, it's giving something to somebody else that might need. For example, Calette Roches. Calette Roches says, I have a lot of toys, but I know and I see one little kid that he was on the street without toys. And Calette says, I'm going to give one of my toys to that child, to that kid that he was on the street. So that is a kind of generosity because Calette decided to give one toy that he's not going to use more. Or for example, Joshua said, I'm not going to use, I don't like more this shirt or these pants that I have. I'm going to give these pants to somebody else, to one kid that is on the street. So that is something generous because it's giving
like
something that he's not going to use to somebody else. It's a good action.
How it said that in English?
To be generous.
No, like a share. I give some shares to one person that was in the street.
Okay, yeah, so that is an action of generosity.
But now we have another shares. I don't know how to say it in English. Muebles.
Coach.
Coach.
It depends on the form. It can be coach sometimes. It depends on the form. Okay, yeah, so that is a good action, Rebecca. So that is generosity. Generous, to be generous, it's not just the people that you see that they are on a church or other people. You can be generous with people with the little things that you can have, or even just with a pen, a pencil, or notebook that you have and you want to give to somebody else that you know that that person, it doesn't have that, so you can give it. And that is a way to be generous. Number 10, it's genuine, class. What is that? It's real, actually being what something appears to be. True or reliable, sincere or honest. Look at the boy. He might be a boy. You can describe yourself genuine. You look like you are. I wonder if this is a genuine fossil. And this boy is looking to the fossil to see if it's real. So genuine is to be like real, if it is real or not. And here we have some synonyms that means the same: authentic, original, actual, valid, trustworthy, erroneous, and fraud. Illegal, as you say, is something that it's against the rules, against the laws. Like the boy that he was taking the money from the other boy. It's stealing, it's an illegal act. You cannot do that. And the last word is merit. Merit is the fact of deserving something. A quality that deserves reward or praise, worth value. For example, her science project has great merit. That's why you see that girl in the picture in the science fair. She has a merit because she was, she has the best project, the science project. It was excellent. So she needs to have the merit to deserve, to be worthy of. Its poems merit being published. So they deserve to be published. Questions about these 2 pages, class, these words. Any word that you understand or you want me to explain one more time?
Can you explain the number 6?
Number 6, let's see, captivity. This one?
Yes.
Okay, captivity, the state of being confined or held against one's will. So captivity is to be enclosed, to be prisoner. You're going to be in the same place. It can be, for example, in prison or in jail. It's going to be in captivity, like Ho. Let's talk about Ho, Juan Orlando Hernandez. He's in captivity now. He's not going to be walking on the street. It's in captivity. It's a prisoner that is going to be held for years. It's going to be maybe in prison. That is captivity. Any other question?
Can you also explain what is the number 5?
5. Let's see. Babble. Okay, that word. It's to talk foolishly or to match, to make meaningless sounds, to make a gurgling sound. Babble is like be talking nonsense, Rebecca. Imagine that you are right now talking on the phone with your sister or your best friend and you're talking about anything. You're just talking on the phone by hours and hours. but it doesn't make sense. And you start making a sound like blah, 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 or like, I don't know, something like that. It doesn't make sense, that sound. It's just to be like joking. So if that is babble, it's to be talking that.
What?
It's babbling. That is babbling. It doesn't make sense. Look at the sound. It doesn't make sounds, but it's babbling that. It sounds like a bird, right? So that is babble. Any other word, class? Any other word? No? Okay, so if you don't have word, now you have one homework. What is your homework, class? It's to work on page 154. The next page, 154.
I finished this homework, Miss.
Page 154, you finished? That is your homework. So take a photo and upload it to Schoology. Okay, excellent, Camila. So you can upload it today, page 154. Remember, it's your homework. Okay. So let's finish here so you can go and have your recess class. Have your recess.
Thank you, Miss. Bye. Thank you for seeing the words.